What made you say, yep, I'm going to die? I was a deep sea welder working on an offshore oil rig during hurricane season. The job paid triple my normal rate because nobody wanted to be 200 feet underwater when storms hit. But I needed the money for my daughter's medical bills that day. I descended into the murky depths to repair a damaged support beam about an hour into my shift. I felt an unusual current shift. My comm system crackled with a surface team warning that an unexpected storm was approaching, and I needed to finish quickly. Suddenly, my oxygen gauge dropped dramatically. I signaled to be pulled up, but the response was garbled. Something about the winch system malfunctioning as I manually ascended using the guide rope. I noticed something dark moving in my peripheral vision, a massive shape at least 30 feet long circling below me. I froze when I resumed climbing. I realized with horror that my guide rope had gone slack, meaning it had either broken or been detached from the platform above. I activated my emergency beacon and began the slow process of decompression stops. Knowing each minute depleted my dwindling oxygen at my second stop, I felt something brush against my legs. I kicked away and turned to find myself face to face with what looked like an enormous eel, its body thicker than my torso, with rows of teeth visible in its partially open mouth. It circled me curiously. The creature made another pass close enough that its body scraped against my air tank, dislodging my secondary regulator. I watched helplessly as it sank into the darkness below with my oxygen now critically low. I made the dangerous decision to skip the remaining decompression stops when I finally broke the surface. I discovered the rig was in chaos. Half the platform was engulfed in flames from a lightning strike that had hit one of the gas vents. I swam toward the emergency rafts, fighting against 30-foot waves as I approached the nearest raft. A massive section of burning metal broke free from the rig, plummeting toward the water directly above me. I dove deep, feeling the shockwave as it crashed into the ocean. When I resurfaced, I saw the creature again, now fully visible in the light from the burning platform. It wasn't an eel, but something I couldn't identify with features that seemed almost prehistoric. It rose partially out of the water eyes, reflecting the flames before sinking back into the depths. I realized I was bleeding from a gash on my leg, which explained the creature's growing interest. I spotted another emergency raft about 100 yards away that had broken free from the rig. It was my only chance halfway to the raft. I felt something massive surge beneath me. The water bulged upward as a creature larger than the others breached the surface. Its body serpentine, but with appendages that resembled arms, ending in claw-like fingers. It lunged toward me, mouth agape, revealing not just teeth, but what looked like bioluminescent organs pulsing with blue light inside its throat. I thought of my daughter as the creature's jaws closed around my oxygen tank instead of my body. The pressure crushed the tank, which exploded with such force that it stunned the creature and propelled me toward the raft. I scrambled aboard, barely conscious as hypothermia set in. I was rescued at dawn by a Coast Guard helicopter. The only survivor of the 47 crew members, the official report cited equipment failure and the storm as causes for the disaster, but they dismissed my account of the creatures as oxygen deprivation delirium until 3 months later when underwater salvage footage captured something massive moving through the rig wreckage, something the marine biologists still refuse to officially identify. But what haunts me most is what I found when I was finally allowed to view the complete salvage footage there. In the murky background behind the wreckage were dozens of them, not just swimming, but seemingly organizing the debris, building something with deliberate purpose, using the rig's remains as a foundation. The government classified the footage immediately and shut down all salvage operations, citing environmental concerns.